Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I am so excited to film this one. Wait, do I have smoothie by my mouth? One sec. Lighting. Right, so if you know, well, you probably do know, Ruby Granger. I love Ruby as a friend and I love her online content. And one of her videos quite recently was entitled 50 productive things to do at home during lockdown. And I thought, why not try and attempt as many of those 50 things as possible in 24 hours, in one day basically. And I don't just want to do them half-heartedly, I kind of want to at least do them properly. I mean, I won't be able to write a whole novel in one day or a story, but we'll give it a go. So I wrote them all down and I've managed to tick off a few things so far, as you can see. As I've been doing in the mornings very recently, I've been reading, so that ticks off read a book. The book I was reading actually is let me just show you. So yeah, I'm reading at the moment This Is Going to Hurt by Adam Kay. I also started my day writing some positive affirmations and then saying them out loud to myself in front of the mirror, which I've never done before. Okay, come on, Holly. Am I good enough? Yes, I am. Today is a great day. I can say this. I am kind. I will be present in every moment. And the last one is, oh no, I won't be able to say to myself, I am beautiful. Oh, I just can't do it. Oh, I just laugh at myself. I am beautiful. It was a strange feeling to do it, but it actually felt really good to start my day off by doing that. Ruby said to read the news. I didn't read the news. I got Alexa to tell me the news. Give me a news update.
Holly, here's what's new. From BBC News.
So I kind of just listened. Okay, I also did some quick Duolingo. I did some German because I am actively trying to learn German, as many of you guys will know if you watch my channel. So one of the things Ruby said as well was to start a YouTube channel. I obviously have a YouTube channel. This is my YouTube channel, so I basically had to upload a video today, so I did that, and I also made a thumbnail this morning, so that ticks that one off. After I'd done that and after I finished editing a video, my MacBook is normally so cluttered, so I was like, okay, I can just do some digital decluttering whilst I'm at it, so I ticked that one off. I also learned a new word. I learned the word logophile. I just randomly searched for some interesting words in the English language and found one that I quite liked and could actually pronounce. Okay, and I also made some anagrams up, trying to use my own name, which completely failed. Yol. An anagram is essentially where you use a word and you try and make up another word from that word, if that makes sense. But the word you make up has to be a real word, so it can't be But I did actually eventually find one in our dog's name, Barley. Yes, got it. Bingo. Yeah, so we're definitely not a logophile, but we did get one. I did Barley and made Bale. I know it's very simple, but I did achieve one successful anagram. Okay, and then as I do in the mornings, I usually work out, so I was spinning on my bike and sweating for a lot of my workout. I also did some stretching afterwards when I was warm to get to my splits. I already have my splits, I just want to maintain them. Oh, we're tight. Next leg, left leg forwards. Always so much easier. Oh, box splits. Oh, I have never been flat. It hurts my groin. Ugh. Ow, ah. A fifth of the way through. Okay, we need to ramp this up a bit. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna do maths for fun next, I think, and then learn digits of pi. So they're two kind of mathematical related things. We need the App Store, pi. You see this Learn Pi app? Oh, it's downloaded. Let's open it. Practice.
3.14159.265. Let's learn up to that.
Okay, so it's 3.14269.
3.14159.2653.
Is that right? This is gonna be the new addiction. 3.1415926535889. Hey, 580. So I spent about 5 minutes just trying to memorize the digits of pi, and I got up to 15 digits in total, which I was actually quite proud of, you know. Maths problem time. And then continuing on with that maths theme, I just found some random maths problems and started doing some of those. Woo, got it right. Success. Oof, algebra. Yes, love a bit of algebra. I had not done maths in ages, and it's actually so fun when you go back to that part of your brain and you're like rediscovering all those skills that you learned in school. Yes, oh my gosh, I got it right. My lovely workings of algebra. Okay, I'm getting into this. Let's do another question. Ooh. Yes. 18 sides. 100%. Literally, like, I can't remember the last time I did maths. This is great. Okay, let's do a Sudoku. One of Ruby's 50 things was to either do a crossword or a Sudoku, so I just found this online Sudoku and I didn't realize it was timing me. Okay, I just did a medium Sudoku in 20 minutes, 10 seconds. Got it all right, at least that's the main thing. We've now done crossword or Sudoku. Tick. Okay, we are back on the floor in front of the mirror. I'm going to basically attempt a different / new hairstyle. Wow, this is a crazy mess today. I've always wanted to be able to do Dutch braids. I can do it on other people or myself, I just can't. I don't even know if this parting is straight. Also, at the same time, because #multitasking, I'm going to watch a TED Talk. How the menopause affects the brain. This sounds interesting.
As on the inside.
Okay. So the goal, yes, my goal was to Dutch braid, weather plaits, stick of your head, but I had quite a few issues and my fingers just kept getting tangled. I did actually give up on this one. I just can't do it. So because I could feel my frustration levels rising, I just decided to French plait my hair instead, and when I get annoyed at my hair, I really get annoyed. So I decided to French plait my hair whilst still watching the TED Talk, which was actually really interesting. Okay, so we've just like French plaited my hair. It's really messy and I did it really quickly and they're kind of sticking out like this. But we did the French plaits, so yeah, and we also watched the TED Talk. This isn't really a new hairstyle, but it's new on the short hair, so it counts, okay? Now this wasn't on the list, but at the moment I love listening to podcasts and writing down something if I find it quite interesting and a point for me to do further research. Two other things on the list were to learn random Quizlet sets and also to learn capital cities, so I just combined them. I essentially found a big Quizlet set with loads of capital cities and did them both at the same time, and then I learned 8 capital cities that I didn't already know quite confidently. After learning capital cities, I then found myself a post-it note and decided to create new morning and evening routines, or kind of tweaked versions of the ones that I've posted very recently on my channel. And because I really dislike what my diary looks like, it's so plain and boring, I just stuck my positive affirmations as well as my new routines post-it note on the front. And using a third and final post-it note, I just made a mind map of all of my favourite revision methods, or the ones that I think work best for me. And again, I stuck that on the front of my diary as well. This is such a mess. Okay, we need to organise this paperwork. Okay, now sorting through some paperwork. It's not the most interesting of tasks, however I always feel there's some paperwork I could sort out. I keep forgetting my hair is in French plaits and I look at myself and I'm like, whoa. Anyway, whilst I'm down here, I'm just gonna organise these drawers, my kind of stationery drawers. So I will organise my stationery. That was another one of the things that Ruby said, and another was just to organise something. So I feel like this counts as general organization. After this, I will clean my room because I was going to clean it yesterday, but I didn't. My stationery drawers were quite organized, however, I just did a bit of reshuffling, and my desk was also pretty clear as well, so this didn't take me very long at all. Hey, you finished my hair! This thing looks so cute! Emily is so right, I look like Boo from Monsters Inc. There is so much hair on the floor. Most of it's my hair, but some of it is your hair as well. Okay, and yeah, she'll just cling on like a koala bear. Put the books away in the cupboard. Good girl.
Milka is honestly sometimes the neediest cat I've ever known. She will literally just cling on for dear life as if I'm gonna put her down. And after I sorted my books, I then, as I said, went on to clean my room. So I was just doing a good old hoover, and I'm trying to clean my room at least every week at the moment because I recently had it redone, and you know, it feels good to clean it a bit and look after your little humble abode.
The floor is now hair free. Right, bit of study time. Alexa, set a timer for 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
Perfect.
So that week I had some tutoring sessions coming up that I wanted to do a bit more preparation in advance for because it was a topic that I hadn't studied in a while, since first year of university probably. So I was going over that, and then I just filed everything away in my folders.
Okay, so, hello. So it's now time to be in the kitchen and do the food themed things. We're not going to be making baked beans, but I do quite like this book. Emily and I started this ages ago when we first went vegan. It says recipes in it, and we have some recipes that we saved in it. So I'm just gonna add some of my other ones to this book whilst I'm making something. Here we go, sweet potato pie oatmeal. At lunchtime, I love either sweet potatoes or oats. So I was like, why not find a recipe that includes them both? So I'm gonna try this. Let's give this a go. It's okay, it's not my favourite oats, but it's quite nice. Do you want to try some? Oh. Mum's gonna try it, what do you think? Surprisingly nice.
Breakfasty thing.
Yeah, but I'm weird like that.
Yeah, nicer than I expected. I can't really taste the sweet potato, to be honest.
Now, one of the things on the list was to bake bread. However, after I did the washing up, I then sorted through two of the food cupboards in the kitchen and realized that we literally had no ingredients to bake with, and I'm not really good with baking anyway. I honestly am so bad at baking. I mean, we might have a baking challenge come up, but until then, we won't do any baking, so I decided to omit baking bread during this day. I will write in the description box everything I added to my oats. Learn favorite poem. Now, I don't have a favorite poem, so I'm just gonna find a poem, preferably a short poem, and then one of them is to write a poem in another language, so I could write a German poem. I also was gonna say at the start of this video, and I just remembered now, when I basically wrote these down, I created a list of 50 more things that you can do. So if you want to see that video, tell me down below and like this video. But anyway, poems. Inspirational poems. Oh my gosh, I remember this poem, the Maya Angelou one. Yes, I'm gonna learn this one. Right, slight issue here. I just realised that's the first verse of the poem. That's the first 4 lines. We'll learn the first 4 lines. That's fine. You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may tread me down in the dirt, but still, like dust, I'll rise. Yay! I'm ticking that off. That's good enough for me. Now I just need to write a poem in German. I feel like I'm gonna write it about cats, inspired by Milka. Katze. What rhymes with Katze? Platze? We can do this, Holly. My attempt to make a poem with rhymes in it didn't quite work, but I managed to write a poem anyway. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, I wrote a poem in 15 minutes. Literally 15 minutes. It's not a work of art, but it's in German. It's about Milka. I haven't really practiced it out loud, but it's kind of got a rhythm to it. Fun fact, I actually like writing poems.
when I write cards to people, like birthday cards. I suppose I haven't completely neglected poetry since GCSE English, but anyways. Meine Katze, sie kommt mit mir überall. Meine Katze, sie heißt Milka. Ich könnte nicht ohne Milka leben. Meine Katze, sie ist schön, schwarz und weiß. Meine Katze, meine Milka. Ich werde dich immer lieben. Ta-da! There's my German poem. We can work on it, but it's about Milka. She's not even here to hear it. Okay. I have no idea what Morse code is. Literally no idea. Like, what is that? What is Morse code? Oh, I see. Right.
Can you understand that?
No.
Now, the video I watched on Morse code was so useful. It was the first one that came up in the search on YouTube, and it basically talked you through 2 different ways in which you could learn Morse code.
So I went from not knowing anything about Morse code to having the whole alphabet written in front of me. Progress. Emily and I are going to go on a dog walk now, so I might though, because I need to attempt a gymnastics move.
Backwards walkover?
No, it's not a full backwards walkover, it's like a half one where you go into bridge and then you go over. With Emily's assistance, we're gonna try.
I'm not responsible for any injuries.
Yeah, I'm not either. Don't try this on.
No mistake.
Right, let's go into bridge. We can't even go into bridge from up. Well, I can, but I'm scared. Can you see me?
Give me a leg.
Okay.
Ready?
Oh, I hate this. 3, 2, 1, flip! Yes! Buddy, I can do it! Was that good? Did that look good? Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do it on my own though.
Dude, no.
It's that initial transference of weight that's quite hard, do you know what I mean?
Just do it.
Let me go try and go down to bridge. Okay, we're going down. Oh my god, I'm going to the floor. Oh no! You're not going to do as much sport this time.
Am I doing anything?
Yeah, you are.
What's that?
3, 2, 1. Ah! But we're going to do it one more time for luck.
Okay, the more time you do it, the risk of injuring yourself is going up.
One more, come on.
Arms up, dude. And
Arms
do
up.
this on your own.
I can't, Emily.
Why not? You're not going to go anywhere.
I'm going to fall.
Go that way.
Ha! Risk of injury increasing, she says, yeah? 3, 2, 1, kick! Am I getting better, do you think?
A little bit. We're not doing it again.
Right, I'll keep you updated with how I'm going with the gymnastics move. Mastered by the end of lockdown. Thanks, dude. Another touch.
After I got back from a dog walk with Emily and not killing myself doing a backwards walkover, I then decided to do some journaling or writing in my diary, which I hadn't done since I'd been in Australia. And even though I don't have a dreams and ideas book, as Ruby suggests making, I have a list in the back of my diary, a list of 2020 goals, so I thought that was appropriate and relevant, so I just added a few things to that list and actually managed to tick off one thing. Using Skillshare, which is the platform I use to find really useful online courses, I found one on calligraphy, which was another thing to do on the list, and so I basically took an online course and learned how to do calligraphy, which is super fun, super artistic, so I, tapped into my creative mindset, as I have been doing a lot today. Oh, I missed out an E. Anyways, there's my first time doing a bit of calligraphy. I know there's a lot more to it, but I used to love handwriting when I was in primary school especially. It's kind of just like really fancy italicized lettering. So yeah, it wasn't too foreign to me. I don't have time to do all of this course. I'm gonna go and have dinner now. So yeah, I also don't have the proper pens where you can get like the thin upstroke, thick downstroke. You can fake it. I've seen people do that where you have to color things in, but there is so much on Skillshare, so much calligraphy stuff on Skillshare. Maybe I should get myself a proper pen though and do it like officially. I'm just gonna write half next to do the online course because I don't have time to finish it, and I'm gonna write half next to the calligraphy. I think that's fair. Cleaning my devices is another thing I managed to tick off that evening after I'd had dinner. So I just cleaned my MacBook because I'd recently cleaned my phone, and then I took my 18th birthday photo album, and although I'm not sorting photos, I decided to look through them because we have this huge stash of photos in our house, but that would have been a mammoth of a task to sort through. So I just decided to look through my photo album, which is something that I really enjoyed doing actually, and something I should do more often. Literally nothing changes. This was a cat you never knew to lose, Berlioz's brother. They always had a study cat. So it was getting quite late and I did want to watch a documentary. However, I realized I wasn't going to have enough time to do that, so instead I just decided to not write a full article as Ruby suggested, but I did some planning for some that I would like to write potentially. And then after that I looked at some artistic work. I found this artist called Kara Walker. She is a contemporary artist and her art just really stood out to me. That's why I decided to look at some of her works. And then finally I decided to make something, and I know it's food again, but it definitely counts as making something from scratch. I made some chia pudding, or basically blown up chia seeds.
Good morning guys, it's the next day and I essentially just want to finish this video because I didn't do so yesterday. The first thing I wanted to show you, I went downstairs and saw in the fridge my blown up chia seeds. They've swollen and absorbed a lot of the liquid. I haven't tried it yet, but I will eat that at some point today, see what it tastes like. I had so much fun yesterday. I obviously didn't do all of them. If you want to know exactly, I counted it up. I think I did about 38.5 because some of them I gave myself a half score because I didn't do it kind of completely. So yes, it was a bit of a challenge to see how many I could do, but the number doesn't matter. The point of this is to just, I don't know, try something new and step outside like your usual routines. I also learned so many new things yesterday, like Morse code, like some capital cities. I've still got those in here: Canada, Ottawa, Argentina, Buenos Aires, Cuba, Havana, Cyprus, Nicosia, Bahrain, Manama. So I'm remembering them. I tested my digits of pi this morning as well when I woke up. 3.1415 9265358 15 digits. Oh, and the poem I learnt, do I remember that? You may write me down in history with your bitter twisted lies. You may trod me down in the ground, but still like dust I'll rise. Is that right? You know, I learnt things, I did new stuff, and I had fun. So again, huge shout out to Ruby for, you know, making her video and then forming the basis of this challenge, but it was really fun. Like it, as I said at the start, if you enjoyed this. Like if you'd want to see more challenge videos. Also like if you want to see my 50 more productive or things to do. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. As I said, comment down below your challenge ideas and whatever, and just subscribe if you want to. You're new around here and you want to stay, and I will speak to you in another video very soon. Bye for now.